Welcome back to our ongoing YouTube video series on selling to the United States and Canada. My name's Christopher Neufeld of Neufeld Legal, and I am a business lawyer who practices both in the United States and Canada. And in this particular YouTube video, we're going to be discussing how you might move forward with your ambitions to sell outside of your home country and into the United States and Canada more effectively. Now, what we're going to be talking about is how the world has changed, and so as to allow you to engage and advance a business approach that allows you to sell to these very dynamic, very commercially profitable centers without so many middlemen, so much layers that used to be an impediment to a lot of sales from overseas 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, but is rapidly changing with the way technology has changed and the way engagement has changed. So what you need to be thinking about is your product, is your service something that people overseas are interested in? Is it something that you can sell to this vast, expansive market that people would want? And if you believe there is a need there, if there is demand there, you really should start to consider putting in the groundwork, thinking about it, and engaging with the appropriate professionals overseas to look at how you might go about and do this. Because this is an enormous, oftentimes untapped market that you're allowing yourself to get into. Because now, with the way the world has been so interconnected through YouTube, through social media, through the internet, through emails, through video conferencing, there's such an ability to interact, to engage with people overseas as if they were next door to you. And it allows you to work with the right people more effectively and have greater levels of control so as to be providing services, to be providing products that are highly in demand in other parts of the world that you might not have previously been able to do because of the impediments of the lack of technology and the lack of communication ability that were cost prohibitive to a lot of businesses doing so. But now the world is changing, and those impediments are disappearing more and more, and efficiencies are growing more and more, and there's a receptivity to engaging with people on a higher level and overseas to bring them in. There's so much in the way of commercialization and pursuits of opportunities that people are looking at these new and dynamic ways of delivering their products and delivering their services overseas to places like Canada and the United States where it was restricted previously. But how do you go about doing that? Well, that's what we intend to try to cover in this YouTube series. How do you intend to do that? A lot of it has to do with legal matters. It goes from structuring your approach, contracting, engaging people, contracting with them, being able to bring in your product or service effectively, and making sure that you're getting paid and you can collect on payment, and making sure that people know that you have the means to follow up. That is a critical thing to any kind of pursuit overseas, in the sense that you want to have the assurances that the work that you put in, whether in the product procurement and delivery or in the service delivery, that you are going to get paid for it. Because you have to remember, and this is a great thing to think about, that whereas oftentimes outside of North America and Europe, people are working and getting paid far less for the products and services that they provide. Whereas when you get into countries such as the United States and Canada, they pay a lot more. The margins, therefore, are a lot greater for the products and services that they are acquiring even if it is from someone overseas, just because of the competitive dynamic. So if you're able to provide your products or provide your services to individuals and businesses who are situated in the United States and Canada, and they are assured of the quality of the product or the service, your margins on profitability are going to be that much greater. So you really have to look at it. Is my service, is my product such that there is going to be a reception for it in the United States and Canada? And when you look at the vast economy, you look at the number of dollars that's being expended out. If you can properly package it and sell it to the Canadian and the U.S. markets, you're going to find great new realms of revenue and profitability that you might not otherwise have attained. And so you really want to be looking at these markets, spending the time and thinking about, is this the market I should be going into? And how do I go about doing that? Well, part of that is engaging the right individuals, the right professionals who are knowledgeable in bringing stuff to market, who understand the market that you're entering into and protecting you. A lot of it has to do with protection, both from yourself and from your customers and clients. Because once you're protected, then you can go forward and sell. And once you can package stuff appropriately, this is both on products and services, people are going to take it on. And then you have to build off of it. And that is what we want to be doing with you through this YouTube video series, and also when people engage us on a professional level. So continue to view these YouTube videos. Continue to look to see how you can build your business so you can sell to the United States and Canada. But also consider how you might engage a law firm such as ourselves, whose focus is on this area of law and this area of business. Because you might find that with the rapid pace that the world is developing, this is a great avenue for you to develop your business, to expand your business, and to succeed greatly. But it takes the time that you need. Yes, it's also going to take money, but the kind of money that you could potentially generate from this business is considerable. So we look forward to seeing you in the future YouTube videos on this topic. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel, like the video, provide us with your comments. And when you're really getting serious about this, engage us as your lawyers to professionally advance your business in the United States and Canada. Thank you.